180.
Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone, and the Premier League is about to begin. It's that time again where the 17-week roadshow gets underway. Can Luke Littler defend the title he won in superb fashion last year? A lot of talking points around this year's Premier League. The lineup, split opinion on social media, shall we say. People were in, people were out, people agree with it, people didn't. Even players have had their say on this year's Premier League. But we are here. The 8 are here, and it all starts at the SSE Arena in Belfast this Thursday night. Before we look at the individual games, let's run you through the betting. Luke Littler is the 11-8 favourite. Even after early defeat at the Winmore World Masters, he is still favourite. Luke Humphries, 11-4, close in the betting. Then MVG, 5-1. Then there is a huge gap. Gerwyn Price and Stephen Bunting, both 14-1. Then Chris Dobey, 20-1. Rob Cross, 25-1. And Nathan Aspinall is the outsider at 33-1. What do you make of those odds? Let us know in the comments. Have the bookies got it right? Before a dart is even thrown, who are you going to make the top four? No, I think most, if not all, will have Luke and Luke probably 1 and 2 in the table, but he's fighting for those other spots. MVG, Stephen Bunting playing really well at the moment. Rob Cross picking up a title in Den Bosch on the World Series. We saw signs from Aspinall at the Masters as well. I think it's all going together in a nice little melting pot of action. But comment below who you think will get those top 4 spaces and book their place at the O2 after 16 weeks. But let's run you through the quarterfinals. They are going across the bottom of the screen for you. But first up, it will be Hollywood, Chris Dobey taking on the Iceman at Gerwyn Price. Both have history here in Belfast. Chris Dobey won night 1 2 years ago when he was last in the Premier League, and Gerwyn Price hit those 2 9-darters in what was an explosive night for the Iceman. Look, just judging off what we saw over the World Series and the weekend, I think Gerwyn Price edges this one. I just think he's got a little bit more of that high gear than what we've seen from Hollywood at the moment. That's not to say Chris won't turn up, but just right now, I think Gerwyn Price edges this one to book a place in the semi-final. I'm going to go 6-4 to the Iceman. Then Stephen Bunting taking on Rob Cross. Both had ups, both had downs in the last few weeks or so. They were the 2 that picked up World Series titles, and then both didn't quite fire at the Masters. I think Rob Cross edges this one. It is a coin toss of a game. It is literally heads or tails. Who do you think? And I'm just going to edge for voltage. I think 6-5. I think it's close either way. What do you think? Because it is that close. Then a repeat of the World Championship final. Luke Littler, the newly crowned world champion, taking on the 3 times champion of the world, Michael van Gerwen, in that epic final for Luke at Ali Pali. He got the better of MVG. Will he get the better of him here? I think he will. Look, I know he didn't win the Masters, but he lost to Johnny Clayton with a 108 average. The Nuke is still producing those massive, massive moments. We've seen flashes from Michael. Yes, he is getting back to his best. Is he quite there yet? No, but he is on the right path. I think Luke edges this one. I'm going to go 6-4 to Luke Littler. But I think Michael van Gerwen will improve week on week in the Premier League. And look, I'm expecting a big year from the Green Machine. And then the last of the quarterfinals sees Nathan Aspinall taking on the newly crowned Winmore World Master, Luke Humphries. Look, Luke has just started where he left off, hasn't he? He's playing lovely stuff. He changes equipment slightly, but he's won a title with them. First time I've asked him. Nathan Aspinall, we know he had that infection in his elbow, but look, that's nothing to worry about. And we saw glimpses in Milton Keynes for the World Masters that he's getting back to his best. Big average, looked more himself. So look, I think this will be competitive, but ultimately, I just think Luke Humphries' consistency will get him through this tie. Aspinall will have his moments, no question about that. He is fired up and ready to go in the Premier League, but I'm going to go 6-4 to Luke Humphries. Now, the quarterfinals are out of the way. Who do we think goes on and wins night 1 in Belfast? And who do they beat in the final? I am going for a Luke Littler win, and he will beat Gerwyn Price, I think, in the final. I'm expecting a good run from the Iceman, I have to say. Comment below, who do you think is going to win the night one of the Premier League and get off to that winning start, pocket themselves 10k in doing so? And of course, look, the Premier League, then we go straight into the Pro Tours. It is a busy time on Planet Darts right now, but we're looking forward to it. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe here at Online Darts, all social media platforms, but certainly here on our YouTube channel, where we will keep you up to date with absolutely everything. The Fallout Bar will return for the Premier League as well. Dan and the gang will be keeping you up to date with reaction as it happens. But I've been Phill Bars. It's been a pleasure running you through night one of the Premier League here for 2025, and we'll see you all very soon.